Hey there, everybody. This is going to be a very important video. I'm excited to make it, excited to share it with you. As a team leader in the profession of network marketing, I am constantly thinking of ways that I can sort of automate what the most important parts of the business. And the way I conceptualize it is what if I got hit by a bus? How would the new people be able to continue without me? This is a very important piece of that puzzle. This is a key video, and this what I'm going to teach you in this video today is how to get started, maintain, and grow the network marketing business. It's not tricky. It just requires some basic principles and approaches that anybody can apply. And if you do what I'm going to show you how to do today, your business will succeed on some level. I can't promise you exactly what your result will be, but I'm just telling you, you're going to get good results inevitably if you're doing what I'm going to teach you how to do today. So the first thing you do when you join a network marketing business, you've chosen a kit. I hope you chose the biggest kit you could afford, because you're going to get the most product, probably the most benefit from the pay plan. But you join the business, you got involved. Now what do? So the first thing that you're supposed to do, in my team, I want you to get together with your up team and do like an initial meeting. So I'm going to kind of create that meeting in this video for you in case you don't have somebody that can work with you immediately. In case, like I said, this is just for people that no matter what, if you have this video, you can run your business. So the first thing you're going to do is sit down and make a list of every person in the world you know how to get a hold of. This is the first and most important thing you must do. Don't speak to anybody yet. You've just joined the business. You have to keep your mouth shut. Don't talk to anybody about your business. Don't go get excited and go home tonight and call your cousin or even your spouse or significant other. Don't talk to them yet. It's very, very important. This is a huge trap that a lot of people fall into. Look, as I tell this to you, I want to tell you something. A lot of people, this industry can have a spotty reputation at times. There's a lot of people out there who have it in their minds that these things don't work. But I'm going to tell you right now, the vast majority of those experiences, it was the people and the plan that didn't work. It was not the industry and the profession. The industry, the profession always works. I've been pulling a check out of this industry for 11 years. There's nobody who can tell me this doesn't work. You just didn't have a good plan, or you didn't work. So here's the deal. You keep your mouth shut. You don't fall into that first trap. You don't say anything to anybody. You go home and you start writing. Now I'm going to show you exactly how I've done this. I do the same thing. It's a little different for me because I'm not new, but I'm still doing the same thing that I teach people to do. This is my workbook. It's very simple. It's nothing fancy. It's not online. It's not digital or virtual. And I have a list here of names that I've written down, page after page. These are just people that I've accumulated, contacts I've accumulated that I know how to get a hold of. They're just names. I've got about 130 names here. So I've got that written out. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to classify this list. I'm going to qualify the best people to share this with, and I'm going to give myself the right method with which to approach them. One of the things one of the massive mistakes that people make when they're starting a business is they become unskilled salespeople, like cold calling people on the phone to talk about products and stuff. That doesn't work. It's a horrible, horrible gig. It's not fun. It's embarrassing, and people will not respond well to it. So you've got to forget all that stuff. So just write down this list of every person you know how to get a hold of, and then this is what you're going to do. This is what I would do with you if I were sitting with you. I would tell you, okay, we're going to turn this into a faith list, F-A-I-T-H. Like George Michael said, you got to have faith. So this is our faith list. It's not about religion. It's about the acronym FAITH, which stands for fun, ambition, influence, true friend, and health. Okay, that's what F-A-I-T-H stands for. So what you're going to do is go down this list. I've got 130 people here, and everybody on that list who, in my opinion, is fun to be around. Genuinely, I enjoy being around them. I'm going to put an F next to their name. Now, if I don't know them that well or I don't really like them that well, I'm not going to put an F next to that name. So I'm going to write that F down. Okay, now I'm going to go back to the top of the list, and anybody on that list who is ambitious beyond what they currently do, I happen to know that they're looking for ways to make more money and have a better life, I'm going to put an A next to their name. The people on that list that are influential in their communities, leaders, church leaders, coaches, things like that. Everybody does what they do. I'm going to put a little I next to their name. If they are a true friend, I mean, I can call them at 3 a.m. and say, I got a flat tire, and they're going to show up and help me. They might not like it, but they will show up and help me. Then they're a true friend. I'm going to put a T next to their name. And if they love health, if they're always working out, they love being healthy, I'm going to put an H next to their name, which works for my business and our business if you're watching this. So, F-A-I-T-H, that's faith. Now, some people are going to have an entire 5 letters behind their name. Some people are going to have 2 letters next to their name. There are going to be some people who have no letters next to their name. Well, guess what? We might never even contact them. That's why when you make your list, you don't qualify it. You don't think about it. You make this big list of people, and then you start doing this, okay? Trust me, this process is so important. Do the work. You can't take a shortcut. You can't cheat on this. You have to do this. It'll make a difference for whether or not your business succeeds or not, a big difference. Now you've got a group of people. Let me show you what I've done here. So I've done this in my latest list, and I have them broken down. So here's the people that have 5 letters next to their name. Here's the people with 4 letters next to their name. Here's the people that have 3 letters next to their name, 2 letters next to their name, and then here's the people that have 1 letter next to their name, okay? So I've distilled this list down. For me, it was to about 42 people. That's a top 42 people that I'm going to get a hold of. Now I've got a top list of people I want to contact. And let me tell you what else I've done. Now I know what to say to them. Like I said, remember I told you before, we don't want to become paid, unskilled salespeople. You will be unpaid if you do it this way. So unskilled salespeople, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that for our new people. We want to teach people how to have fun and enjoy this process. And what I'm going to show you how to do right now is very enjoyable. You see, what you've done by doing this work, you didn't shortcut, you sat down, it takes time. You've created in your mind categories for what you truly think of these people. And that's how you are going to contact them, and that's what you're going to say to them. I want you to take products and pay plan and doctors and scientists and patents and all that. Take it out of your vocabulary right now. Forget all that stuff. That's what has you excited because you've looked into this, but those people don't give a damn about that stuff yet, okay? You have to call your people up. So let's pick somebody off my list. I won't use their real name, but let's pick Jamie, who has 3 letters. So let me pick the 3 letters. So Jamie has, let me see, F.T.H. That means she's fun, she's a true friend, and she loves health. I would call Jamie up and say, Jamie, it's John. Do you have like a minute and a half to talk? That's really important, guys. Be in a hurry. You don't have 20 minutes to stay on the phone. Do you have a minute and a half to talk? What I'm calling you about, let me tell you why I'm calling you, Jamie. I'm working on a new project. I'm very, very excited about it. I don't know if it's something that's right for you, but I sat down and I thought of the most fun, most healthy people I know. You're on my list. And plus, I consider you a true friend. I want 20 minutes of your time. I want to show you what I'm doing. I want you to know what I'm doing. There's a possibility we could work together, but maybe not. I don't know about that, but I just want you to know what I'm doing. Now, what I've done is pull down that sales wall that goes up. You start talking about products and companies, the sales wall goes up and people go, somebody wants me to buy something. By simply telling Jamie what I authentically think about her, I've pulled down the sales wall and asked for 20 minutes of her time. Now I'm going to put her on the phone with my up team. I'm going to get her on a webinar. I'm going to, whatever we're doing, invite her over to my house, however you're doing your business. And most of the time, people will say, sure, what's going on? That's what they always say. They'll say yes because I pulled down the sales wall. I've told them an honest fact about why I like them so much. And they're going to ask me what it is. And you've got to be very cautious about this. You have to never answer the question, what is it? Here's a magic phrase for you. That's what the 20 minutes are for. That's all I want you to say. That's what the 20 minutes are for. If you have to go beyond that, you can tell some truths and let them know you're not being secretive. Jamie, I'm not trying to be sneaky. I really don't know enough about this to get into a big conversation with you, and I've got to get going anyway. Remember, you're in a hurry. So, what are you doing tomorrow at 3 o'clock? I want to get on the phone with you. Or can you be at my house tonight at 6 p.m. for 30 minutes? That's how you do this. And these people, most of them, are going to say yes to that and make an appointment with you. Okay? So that's how you do it. The only other piece you have to do is, now that you've got your list of people and you know what you're going to say to them, get out your schedule and do this, guys. This is another massive pitfall in people's businesses. Get out your schedule and start writing down in here, when are you doing this? When are you calling? When you're a new person, I want you to book an hour a day for the first 10 days you're in. An hour a day of those quick phone calls. Those are 2-minute phone calls, guys. And I want you to call 5 people a day for 8 to 10 days, depending on how big your list is. So for me, for 42 people to call 5 people a day, I'd be doing just over 8 days. But what I want from my new person is to make the big list. I want them to distill it down to a top 50 who have letters next to their name. I'm going to teach them how to communicate with those people so that they'll say yes. And then I want you to schedule your first 10 days, 1 hour per day, to text, connect with, get on the phone with those people. You can use Facebook to message them and texts to message them because people respond more to those. But I don't want you trying to send the message to them in text. I want you texting and messaging them so that you can actually get on the phone with them for 1 minute. You know, it's just saying, hey, Jamie, it's John. Listen, I need to call you. When will you answer? I need 2 minutes. Or call me back. It's important. So texting is much more responsive, but you cannot cheat once again. You've got to have the courage and develop the skill of being on the phone with these people and connecting with them. And that's what you must do. Look, everybody who wants to expand what they're doing, make more money, have a better life, start a business, you're going to have to learn some new skills. It isn't going to happen in what's comfortable for you. You've got to get out of that. You've got to get on the phone with people. You got to tell them authentically why you're calling them, why they're on your list, how much you love them and like them, and admire them and respect them. You've got to invite them to look at something. We all know how to invite people to things. We all know how to recommend things. We've been doing it since we were kids. You do not ever have to be a sales rep. And that is so important that you understand that. So make as big a list as you can. Don't qualify it. Don't think, well, they wouldn't be right. No. If you know how to get a hold of them, put them on the list. Sit down and do the work of qualifying your list with the FAITH acronym. Put the people in categories of how many letters they have next to their name and put them on your list to get it down to about a top 50. Schedule when you're calling these 50 people. Get it in your schedule. It is not real until it's scheduled. Pick up the phone, text these people, get on the phone with them and have a 2-minute conversation with them, 5 people a day when you're starting your business, and ask them and invite them to come and take a look at what you're doing. That's how you start and maintain this business. Now, let me show you how you grow it. If you can do this, imagine, look, if you can sponsor 20% of the people that you share this with, either as a customer or as a business partner, you're killing it. So let's say 10%. Let's say of those 42 people, I get 4 partners. They all go through this process. Well, if they all go through this process, I'm all of a sudden going to have 800 potential people to share this business with because they're each going to have a list of about 200 people. We're going to germinate it down to 50. But guys, that's 200 people that I'm going to have to put my business in front of. Now, let's extrapolate that 10% out. What if I had 20 new people in my business now, all of a sudden? We're sponsoring 10% of 200. If I got 20 new people in my business and they each follow this program, you can see how this grows exponentially. This is the only way I've ever built this business, and I've been at the top ranks of the 2 companies that I've been in and working on my 3rd right now. So I know this video is a little longer than I normally do. It's almost 15 minutes long, but I want you to understand that what I'm teaching you in this video is crucial. This is how you start, maintain, and grow a business. This is all you ever need to do. But if you haven't done this, if you haven't sat down, made a huge list, qualified it, picked the top people you're gonna contact, and then scheduled exactly when you're contacting them and held to your schedule, then you're not in business. You're not gonna make money, you're not gonna succeed, and we don't want that to happen to you. Do this and watch yourself start to grow as a person and as a business owner. You'll make more money, you'll develop new disciplines, you'll develop new speaking skills, you'll become more than what you were before. That's what this business is really all about, right? Growing us as people. So I hope this helps you all very, very much. You now know exactly every secret I have about how to start and maintain this business. It's that simple. You just got to do the work. It's like anything else. Nike said it, just do it, right? So talk to you guys soon. Take care.